Welcome back, my YouTubers. LJTV back in the building once again. I was sitting around here thinking, what would I say to my younger self? This is going to be a new challenge for those that watch my videos. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. Some I deeply regret, but every mistake that we make is pretty much a learning experience. And that's one thing. That's what they call wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge applied. And sitting here thinking, I was reflecting back on my life, and I wonder like what my life would be, what it would be like if I didn't make those mistakes. And now that I've learned from what would I say now to my younger self? What kind of advice would I give to the 17-year-old Larry, or the 20-year-old me? What would I say to myself? So I want to challenge you guys today to ask yourself, what kind of advice would you give to your younger self? What would you say? Would you tell yourself to not do a certain thing, or would you tell yourself to do a certain thing? What would it be? Let me know in the comments. And on another note, I want to talk about something a little serious. I've been asked about this, and I haven't brought it up like at all. And it for the current generation, I think it needs to be talked about a little bit. Is love. Okay, on some of my previous episodes, I brought in my girlfriend and her sister, and we were talking about their kids, their baby daddies, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, whatever you want to call it these days. And after we got through talking, my girlfriend asked, she's like, you know what, you need to speak on your experiences with loving someone, and being with someone, and coming up on, and had like I guess maybe three girlfriends. We had three girlfriends. I didn't really date a lot. I was always kind of to myself. Didn't really conversate with too many people, and I didn't really have many friends. And love just wasn't one of those things on my mind all the time. Growing up, we didn't have a whole lot. So my main mentality was like to get a job, make some money, and so it won't be homeless or anything. Coming from a single parent home, it was just myself, and my sister. I mean, being my mother and my sister. You know, that's been my mentality. Is you know, we're struggling here. We live in this tiny apartment. How can we get out of here? So at 16, I started working, and I really didn't think too much of having a girlfriend, and finding love has never been a top priority of mine. So that's my reasoning for not dating a lot as many people do. They go through 5, 6, 7 and beyond relationships to find that one person to settle down with. I've never really done that. I mean, all my ex girlfriends, they were fine, but things didn't work out, and the one my girlfriend was mainly talking about, and for those that do know me, that live in my city, has seen me on vlogs, seen me on some other vlogs of other people. Yes, I was married at one point in time. It was in August of 2016. I had married a woman, or a girl. I'm not trying to downplay her, but it was, it was a tragic event in my life, really. I was married at one point in time for about 4 months before she decided to cheat on me with her ex-boyfriend. They were, doing their thing behind my back before and after the marriage. I didn't know about, and I had to find out the hard way. And I know a lot of people that have experienced, divorce, annulment, and it does hurt, and you do feel you've been stabbed in the back, you've been cheated out of your time. If they could have just said something before you jumped the broom, before you put the ring on your finger, you should have said something before. And in that situation, it hurt, but it also showed me a lot about how people can be, and it showed me a lot about, red flags to look for. And you ask me, well, what are those red flags? Well, I used to work a lot. Well, I still do, but I used to work a lot, those 10-hour days I talked about in previous videos, working for UPS, driving around, and, you come home, and it's those, you see them in commercials or on movies or something, you smell that different cologne or different perfume, you walk different, you talk different, and to my brother, I explained to him, he was like, how did you know? What made it obvious? And it's a weird thing, but I want to point out, like, every person has a certain smell to them. And I'm not talking about like perfume or deodorant or whatever, but every individual, I believe, has a certain smell that their partners know. Kind of like a dog in a sense. They go around, sniffing for their mate or whatever. It's the same way. And in my situation, like, after a while, I told her, like, before we get ready to do our thing, I was like, you know what, you smell different. I was like, I'm smelling something that's not me. Like, could you explain what it is? Some lies came in, and, I had sat down and prayed about it. I prayed about it. And as I was going to sleep, her ex-boyfriend's, I thought was ex-boyfriend's name popped into my head. Like, I closed my eyes, and it flashed. I'm like, what the heck? And one unique trait about me is I love technology, and I'm a computer buff. So I was like, I looked up the name, found what phone number it was, and went to my phone history on T-Mobile, like the call history. Got a whole log of that, and I seen that particular number like hundreds of times over and over and over. I'm like, and I asked her about it. She said it was one of her coworkers. We'll have to put out on blast, and she finally told me. And that's how it spiraled down. After that, quickly got an annulment. I'm not gonna be in a relationship like that, and for a lot of people, it's hard to forgive anyone when you've been cheated on like that. It's hard to stay and stick it out, or you want to forgive them. They made a mistake. In my eyes, if you cheat on me, you are straight. That's who you are now. You're dirty to me. You're like clothes I don't want. So you're gonna be that way. Now I'm out. And I want you guys to know, for this episode, if that's been done to you, if you're going through an annulment, you're going through a divorce, make sure that's what you want to do. Because, like, in my situation, since I do go to church, I have to make sure it's biblically correct. I can't just, be with someone and say, like, oh, I'm tired of you. I don't want to be with you. Or you gained some weight. You're not as attractive as you used to be. The person that you marry and you say that you love them, you gotta love all of them, regardless of how much weight they gain, regardless of how they look when they get a little bit older, regardless of any issues that should have been ironed out before you married the person. Get rid of all the issues and any excess baggage or any problems before you marry a person, because get once you become one, all their issues, and whatever other things they have, that's coming along with them. Okay, so if they were lying and cheating before you got married, they'll be lying and cheating after you get married. So if there's any red flags, just stop. To save yourself the heartache, just simply stop. It's going to save a lot of confusion and a lot of pain if you stop anything before you get married. So that, like, as you're in courtship, you gotta look for any red flags that you feel is not right. If this person has a bad temper tantrum, throwing things, or threatening to hit you or whatever it is, I suggest you leave, because you're with a ticking time bomb, whether it be male or female. That's just real talk. So, and for a lot of my guys out there, oh my goodness, for my guys out there looking to be married, make sure she's the right one. Make sure she got your back. You know, if she make sure she can hold it down, because how it's designed, men are like usually the primary breadwinners. We go into the field, we do our job, whatever it is, bring home the bacon. I'm sure, like, every household is not like that. Sometimes the women bring home the bacon, and the man is at home. I don't think it should be like that, but to each his own. But it being in my house, I bring home the bacon, right? Well, she doesn't live with me now, but when we do elope, it's gonna be like that. And if she can't have your back during even small situations, and if you get hurt or something and she make up an excuse, she can't come to the hospital, or she can't lay by your side and help you through anything, she ain't the one. Trust me. Like, some people, like, a common mistake is we try to hook up with someone and try to make them better than what they are, knowing that they won't change. If you know someone that will not change, you're wasting your time. That's one thing that I even try to do, is like, okay, I know she doesn't know X, Y, Z, but I'm gonna try to teach it to her. But knowing that she won't learn from it now, I still went ahead and did it anyway. So part of it was my mistake, knowing something, and still did it anyway, because I'm dumb and like, oh, I love her, I love this guy, I love this girl. Just stop it. Save yourself the heartache. Like, trust me. Sorry, my phone's ringing here. I don't know who this is calling me, but being in relationships pretty much these days, it's been it's hard. It's like, oh, nobody know anything anymore. Ain't got no core values or nothing. Like, what is going on in 2017 that we don't know anything. We don't know any better. We hook up with this person, hook up with that person, it don't work. 2 days later, we hook up with this person, hook up with that person, it don't work. Hook up with it. It's like, goodness, get yourself together. Get yourself together. Get your priorities lined up. Do something with yourself. Stop hooking up with everybody. And I'm so sick of people having babies left and right. Like, I was so sick of seeing this. People having kids, like, it ain't nothing. I just don't get that. Someone please explain this to me. Because it takes two to tango. Often women blame the guy for not being there, but you laid on your back too, spread your legs, outcome this child, and now you mad. And I'm calling y'all out. So not all guys are bad. There's women out there do just the same. So I'm gonna have to defend some my brothers out there, regardless of race, that it takes two to tango, male and female. And women, you cannot bash the guy for quote unquote not being there or whatever. If you knew the guy was trash, you still laid down with him, that's your fault. I'm just gonna say that. You can disagree with me or whatever. If you knew he wasn't about nothing, but you think he cute or he ran into some type of game on you and you still lay it on your back, you out came this baby, you ain't put no condom on, unprotected sex, hey, that's you. Don't blame him. So I'm just leave that at that. And lastly, the next subject, I'm gonna hit on marriage again. That marriage is it's a sacred thing to be married, and it's a wonderful thing to be married, I think. But this generation now takes marriage like lightly. It's just another step. It's just another step in life. I'm just gonna be married. I'm gonna have this title of husband, the title of wife, and women got that bad. Just want to be married to have a title. And I had to explain to my girlfriend, like, yes, you be husband and wife, but from some of the older people, I had to learn that the husband and wife, that's a title that you need to work, that you need to earn to be called that. Just because you got a ring on your finger doesn't automatically make you wife. Like, you can have a ring on your finger and still be nasty, still got the house looking a mess, just let yourself go, not cleaning up, or even the husband, he don't feel like working no more, just let himself go, just do whatever. You ain't no husband or wife. You're not that. That's a title you gotta work towards. You gotta earn that title. That's some heavy weight. So if you're gonna call yourself husband, you need to be the king of your household. You need to make sure there's food on the table, make sure your wife is taken care of, make sure the kids are well kept. The car's running. Ain't no pipes leaking, and everything is in working condition. And the wife needs to make sure her husband taken care of, being a help me for him to do what he got to do, help raising the kids, and doing all your wifely duties. You need to earn the title. Remember, just because you got a ring don't make you husband and or wife. Okay, let's clear the air on that. I had to learn that's a title you need to earn. You have to earn that. Okay. So remember, when you're married, yes, you're husband and wife, but to be fully have that title, you gotta earn it. Show yourself that you are that husband or that wife. So I'm gonna end it here today. Just drop a comment, leave a like, hit me up, Facebook, Twitter, LJTV123, and on Facebook, Larry E. Williams. This is LJTV. I'm signing out. Thanks for watching. See ya.